Hey guys, Poulin here from Party Time DJ Services with yet another active speaker review. And today we're looking at a brand new line from Yamaha. This is the DBR line, or I should say this is the DBR12 from the DBR line. A brand new, Yamaha's most affordable active line of speakers. And in this line you have the DBR10, 12, and 15 available. And one great thing about this new line is not only the lower price compared to the DXR, but also the lower weight, which a lot of people will appreciate. For example, my DXR 8s here come in at 30 pounds a piece. These new 12-inchers come in at just 34 pounds. That's just a few extra pounds for a lot more low-frequency response. And the finish is great as well. It's more of a plasticky, feely kind of finish, but it does seem like it will mark a lot less than what's on the DXRs. And that was my biggest complaint about the DXRs, is how easy they are to scratch. And anyway, they seem to have solved this problem with this new plastic coating on the DBRs. So I'll have a quick look at the mixer section in the back. Basically, it features a 2-channel mixer section, a little bit less than the DXR's section, which has 3 channels. But basically, you get a 1/4-inch / XLR input with mic and line, which basically the mic will apply more gain. You also have a second channel here with, again, a combination 1/4-inch XLR and RCA input, which is great to plug in an MP3 player or whatnot when you want to do a really quick setup or ceremony music for a wedding. But as you see, a really great looking cabinet. 2 handles, lightweight, great mixer section, and surprisingly, even though the price is lower on these than the DXR and DSR line, it still features Yamaha's 7-year warranty. Now that's pretty incredible, compared to the other warranties that are out there. So that's one really big thing, that although the DBRs might be a little bit more expensive than, say, the Alto series or TS series or the EVZLX, that 7-year warranty is certainly worth something. So I'll have a quick look at the front of the speaker. If you just give me a minute. So basically, the front looks a lot like the DXR, except there's a little bit of a curve here on the speaker grill, and you'll notice there's no light in the front. So that's really not a big deal. It just basically tells you if the speaker's on or not. But that's one thing. You have 1 channel less than the DXR and no power on indicator light. Not a big deal. Sound quality wise, they are just fantastic. Very similar to what you'll hear from the DXRs. Another thing that surprised me is the low frequency response on these with the decontour activated. I forgot to show you that part of the mixer section, but there's the decontour where you can choose the front of house setting, monitor setting, or just off, which gives you a more flat sound. But the decontour, the front of house setting is just amazing on these, giving even these really small cabinets a really nice, deep, low sound. So I was really surprised by that. Sound quality of the top end is very similar to the DXRs, very detailed. Some people might say they are a little too bright, and if that's the problem, just decrease your treble a little bit. But they are very bright, I will admit. That's something I like, so I'm not going to complain about it. But a lot of top end, a lot of nice deep lows too. Might be lacking a little in the upper mid range, but not a big deal to most people. I mean, you're not going to find a speaker that sounds perfect, but they are very hi-fi sounding. Tons of headroom, I should say. It does indicate 1,000 watts, and I don't give too much. I don't give a second look to watts ratings or SPL ratings these days. But let's just say that you have ample headroom before that limit light comes on. It says 1,000 watts. I believe it's 465 watts continuous. As for the SPL, I don't know if that's measured or what, but a lot of cabinets these days are claiming 130 or so decibel, and that's not something that's really attainable in real world applications with program music. But it does look very nice on paper, so everyone's doing it, so I'm not going to critique Yamaha for doing it. But yeah, plenty of DSP, and that makes a really big difference, because I did compare them to my much more expensive KV2 KX Audio KX12s. And while the KX have I'll say a more forward voicing in the mid-range, or more clarity in the mid-range, the DBR just has a nicer, more hi-fi sound to it that a lot of DJs will like. So I'll almost say it's like almost made for DJs. This in the DXR line, just because it has that sweet, that sweet top end and nice lows right out of the box. So just switch the decontour on to front of house mode, and most DJs will be happy with that out of the box. No need to add any EQ at all, in my opinion. So great speakers from Yamaha. Price point, these guys here, the DBR12 is $549 here in Canada. I believe it's $499 in the States. The 10 is $399 in the States, I believe, and the 15, If I remember correctly, it's $5.99. So great pricing for great cabinets with a 7-year warranty. Great job, Yamaha. I've been playing with this speaker all for the past few days, and I just really love the sound. Like I said, very similar to the DXR's sound, but really phenomenal bottom end for such a small speaker at its price point. And it's not going to do like, you know, I tested the Parasource 12P a few months ago, and the NX55Ps. It doesn't quite go quite as low as those guys, but it does give a nice full sound that you can really feel a lot more than the DXR8s anyway. And it compared to my RCF 310As as well. And all the RCFs had as smooth a sound as the DBR, and the top end they just couldn't compete low end wise. The DBRs really go nice and low with that front of house setting. So you're looking for a great speaker at a great price with a great warranty, I highly recommend Yamaha's DBR12. This has been Al Poulin. If you have any questions at all, feel free. I'm not sure if I covered everything in this video, but my battery's running out. So I hope you enjoyed it. Any questions, feel free. I've been playing with this thing for 2 days, compared it to every one of my other speakers, and they really sound great. The only one that bested them in low frequency response was the DXR 15s, of course, having the much bigger woofer and cabinet. But for their size, DBR12s are excellent. I'm really thinking about getting a second one. I was going to use it just for monitors when I do a children's concert, not for DJ, but I'm really considering getting a second one. Great little speakers for smaller applications, or even live sound. They should do really well. Ample headroom, great sound, 7-year warranty. I don't know what else to say, but if you have any questions, please feel free. Yeah, this has been Al Poulin from Party Time DJ Services with Yamaha's DBR12. Have a great day, guys.